without notice is for the Treasurer. Concerning supply chain constraints and skyrocketing building costs and cost blowouts on nearly all Queensland key infrastructure projects, will the Treasurer advise what extra cost increases this will have on the 2032 Games, and has Treasury obtained updated business cases on the financial viability of the Games projects?
I call the Treasurer.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. Thank the member for Morani for his question. The One Nation member in this parliament. He'd be better paying attention to getting rid of Mark Latham from his party as we got rid of him, rather than worrying about building costs. The most disgraceful politician in this
Order, members.
that you found a home for in the New South Wales Parliament. The most shameful politician in this country. I'll say this, member for Morani, we have a long path into building the Olympics. I know you don't support them. I know the member for Morani does not support the Olympics, and that is completely inside that question. This is a person who will not support the most transformative event, along with our energy and jobs plan, in the history of this state. The Olympics will transform this state like no other event in the history of this state. And the truth of the matter is everyone in the world will know the word Queensland by the time those games are finished. It is no surprise, member for Morani, that the cost of construction has increased in this country. You just have to look at the most basic Australian Bureau of Statistics data to tell you that. Construction steel has gone up 70% in the year. Timber products have gone up 40%. The cost of fuel for construction companies has gone up multiples. I think more than 60% in the last year. So that is going to have an impact. But I'll give you the guarantee, member for Morani, I'll give you the guarantee, our government will back in and build every single infrastructure project we have promised to the people of Queensland. Unlike the Leader of the Opposition, who we know has an infrastructure hit list. We're not going to cut projects, member for Morani. Maybe that's One Nation's policy. I don't know what One Nation's policy is.
Order. Pause the clock. Pause the clock.
You will cut,
Treasurer.
whether you will build.
Apologies, Treasurer. You can resume your seat. Member for Southern Downs, you can leave the chamber for 1 hour. You were already warned. But it's not a laughing matter, members. Member for Southern Downs experience should know that when you're warned, you should maintain decorum.
Member for Morani, maybe you could report to the House, do a statement to the House on whether you support infrastructure or whether you want to cut infrastructure. All those projects we are building in the north of our state, Copper String, which will benefit your constituents who will be working on the single biggest transformative project for the north of our state since the arrival of the steam locomotive, a 1,100-kilometre power line that will transform the north of Queensland. Maybe you could tell the House whether you support or not, because we know the LNP will cut. They don't support royalties, so all those projects will go.
Speaker,
we know the member for Chatsworth wants to cut payments to work.
Deputy Speaker,
he wants to cut proper pay to workers in the state construction.
Point of order.
That's what he wants to do, Speaker. That's the
order. Resume your seat, please, Treasurer. Pause the clock. Apologies, I was taking advice from the clerk. What's your point?
I just wanted to know, did we do a business case on the expenditure?
No, that's not a point of order. That's an additional question.
Relevant, 118. Did we do an actual business case? Can we go back to the question?
Order. Taking points of order is not an opportunity to debate or add to the debate. I'm listening to the Treasurer's response. He's being relevant to the question asked. I call the Treasurer to complete your answer.
We will build roads and rail and energy and the Olympics, and we will be proud to do so, and we will not back one step away from doing that for Queensland.
Speaker. Acting Speaker.
I call the member for Lytton.